the Social Security payment schedule for September 2023. This includes retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, and SSI beneficiaries. I have all the details and the exact dates you want to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, here we are, another month is upon us, and you know what that means, it's time to get paid yet again. So in this video, I do want to point out the exact dates through the month of September when checks will be arriving for about 70 million beneficiaries for those individuals that get benefits administered by the Social Security Administration. I have all the details for you. Let's get into it and talk through all of this because it's about $120 billion that will be going out this month for a lot of people. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, as well as keeping you informed of all of these changes as things are happening very, very fast. Also, as long as you're right down below the video hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, make sure to like the video and of course share this one with your friends, family, and social media so we can continue to help out as many people as we can, and again, keeping everybody informed of what is going on during this busy and uncertain time we're currently living through. So again, thanks so much. Please subscribe down below and let's get into it and talk about September, when checks will be arriving for 70 million people, and like I said, about $120 billion going out this month alone. Pretty awesome stuff, right? Yeah, exactly. All right, so let me point out all of the exact dates through the month of September, and the ones that you want to know about, these are the dates that those checks will be going out. So one more quick thing that I want to throw out there. I know for a fact, in fact, you're probably listening to this, some people, just to be funny, will probably leave a comment down below just to say this because I know for a fact I will be seeing this down below as I see it every single month. But the reason that I'm making this video is because do all of us look at the calendar every single month to wonder when are the checks going to be arriving? I'm not sure about you, but I look at the calendar every single time we approach a new month because I want to know, when are those checks going to be arriving? I want to know because the calendar changes every single month based on when the first of the month lands, as in, does it land on a Friday? Does it land on a Tuesday? Does it land on a Saturday? There's a huge, huge difference with the distribution of checks depending on when the first of the month lands, okay? There's a huge difference. I've broken it down before in other videos. So that's why I do this, because we all want to know, when does our money arrive? If it arrives 7 days later, is that going to impact your lifestyle? Yeah, it's going to impact in a huge, huge way versus arriving 6 days earlier. Makes a big, big difference, okay? So anyway, I'm sure I'm going to see comments down below that say, we know. I know you know, but here's the thing. Did you look at the calendar for September yet? If you didn't, let me point it out for you. All right, let's get into it. First off, September 1st. What day of the week is this? Friday, okay? In my honest opinion, this is not really the best layout of the first of the month, but I can break that down later in this video if you want me to for why I believe that. The best scenario is the first landing on a Wednesday. That is the best because we get paid a lot earlier, many, many days earlier versus a Thursday or Friday. But anyway, the first of the month is when SSI beneficiaries get their checks, okay? So as of right now, there's about 8 million SSI beneficiaries. In fact, it's a little bit less than 8 million, but let's just call it 8 million people get SSI checks. This is when your check will be arriving. It's not a holiday. It's not a weekend. Therefore, boom, you get your check on Friday, September 1st, okay? So, a couple days away here, awesome stuff, right? All right, now let's fast forward all the way out until the 13th, okay? Yeah, way out there till the 13th. This is the second Wednesday of the month, okay? For this, this is the date in which those of you that have a birthday landing between the 1st and the 10th of the month, this is when your check will be arriving, the second Wednesday of the month, which, by the way, this is for those of you that have a birthday between the 1st and the 10th and that have been getting benefits after May of 1997. If you've been receiving benefits prior to May of 1997, you probably get your benefits on the 3rd of the month, okay? Well, let me backtrack for just a second here. Let's look at the calendar here. The 1st is a Friday, 2nd is a Saturday, 3rd is a Sunday. They don't pay checks on a Sunday or a Saturday, right? They don't pay on weekends, so therefore you should get your check the Friday before, the 1st as well, if you're somebody that's been getting checks prior to May of 1997, okay? That's, what is that, 26 years ago? Yeah, over 26 years ago, okay? So anyway, if you've been getting checks after May of 1997, then your payment schedule is the following, okay? What I'm going to break down for you right here, which is, again, second Wednesday being the 13th of the month, and that is obviously a Wednesday. Okay, so this is for those of you that have the birthday landing between the 1st and the 10th of the month. If this is when your birthday lands, then obviously you get your payment on the second Wednesday, and it happens to be the 13th of this month. Next, let's fast forward out another week, which is the third Wednesday of the month, which is the 20th of September. And this is for those of you that have a birthday landing between the 11th and the 20th of the month. If your birthday lands between that range, the 11th and the 20th, you get your checks on the third Wednesday of the month. In this case, in September, it is the 20th, okay? So keep that date in mind. That is when your check will be arriving, September. Next, let's fast forward again out to the 27th of the month. This is the fourth Wednesday of the month, and this is the date in which those of you that have a birthday landing between the 21st and the 31st, if your birthday lands between that range, 21st to the 31st, your check will be arriving on the 27th of September. Again, provided you've been receiving benefits sometime after May 1997, okay? That is the payment schedule that Social Security has there, okay? So they pay on the first, sometimes on the third for some beneficiaries, otherwise the second Wednesday, the third Wednesday, and the fourth Wednesday. This is the payment schedule. They've had this in place for what? Over 26 years, okay? This is what it comes down to. So that's what I want to point out for you. Now, let me take just a minute here and talk about why the first on a Thursday or a Friday is honestly, in my opinion, this is my opinion, okay? In my opinion, not as good as the first landing on a Wednesday, okay? Let's look at the schedule really, really quickly here and give you an example of why I believe this is so much better. When the first lands on a Wednesday, guess what? The first Wednesday of the month is the first, okay? The second Wednesday would then be the 8th. That means we get checks way, way, way earlier versus if we get if the first lands on a Thursday, then the first Wednesday is the 7th, and the second Wednesday would then be, what is that, the 14th? Yeah, so you kind of see what I'm saying there, right? So makes a big, big difference as far as when checks arrive. So checks could be arriving 6 or so days earlier or later based on when the first lands, okay? In this case for September, the first lands on a Friday. That's, like I said, in my opinion, that's not exactly the best because checks are arriving a lot later this month, as you can clearly see right here, right? So we've had some other previous months here over the last couple months here where checks have arrived way, way earlier because the first lands on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Awesome stuff. We get paid nearly a week sooner in that type of situation. Kind of get what I'm saying here? So that's why I like to break the schedule down because it changes literally every single month. The first lands on a Wednesday? Awesome. First lands on a Thursday? Nah, not so cool. We get paid a lot later, 6 days later when the first lands on a Thursday versus a Wednesday. Big, big difference there. And especially during a time right now, do you think that matters a little bit for a lot of us? I think it matters a lot for a lot of people, right? Especially right now when virtually nobody has any money, that's a huge difference. To go another 6 days with no money makes a huge, huge difference, right? But if you know that you're going to get paid 6 days sooner or 5 days sooner or 3 days sooner or later, you know, we can budget accordingly, right? We can ration our food, we can budget accordingly, we can do all kinds of stuff like that. So it just makes a big difference. Anyway, I like to look at the calendar every single month. It's very important to me to see when the calendar lands, and I like to translate that information into a short video like this for you each and every month to let you know what's going on. And I know that a lot of you here in the community appreciate it, but again, down below in the comment section, I sure will see every single time somebody say, "We know, stop telling us." I know you know, but here's the thing. Calendar changes every single month, and do some people want to know this? Yeah, some people want to know. Anyway, hope this one helps you. Again, mark those dates. Again, the dates in which we know that checks will be arriving from Social Security this month, or September anyway, right? Anyway, hope you're having a nice day so far. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos shown on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care, have a good one, and catch you again later in the next video.